The Flame on the Hill. Long ago, in a land divided by fear and silence, there stood a hilltop where no one dared to go. The people below whispered of strange winds and voices carried through the air. Some said it was cursed, others said forgotten. But no one climbed it, and so darkness lingered in the valleys, heavy on every heart. In one of those valleys lived a young woman named Miriam. Though her hands were worn from labor and her voice rarely rose above a whisper, her heart burned with questions no one could answer. One day, while walking alone in a field, she found an old scroll wrapped in linen, hidden beneath a stone. She opened it, and there were words that shimmered like fire. "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he has anointed me to preach good news to the poor." As she read, something awakened in her, an overwhelming sense of love, of truth, of purpose. She read more, about Jesus who healed the broken, who forgave the sinner, who gave his life for all. The words leapt from the page and wrapped themselves around her soul. Miriam didn't wait. She ran from house to house, telling what she had read. Some laughed, others frowned, but a few listened. They, too, felt the stirring. And together they climbed the long-forgotten hill. There, on that high place, Miriam stood and read aloud the words of life. The wind carried her voice down into the villages. And as the gospel echoed across the hills, something changed. The fear began to lift. The silence broke. One by one, others came. Some came limping with pain. Others came bitter with wounds from the past. But all who listened left different, lighter, freer, full of light. Years passed. The hill became known as the Hill of Hope. People came not just to hear Miriam, but to speak what they, too, had come to know. The gospel spread, not with force, but like fire, gentle, warm, unstoppable. At the end of her days, Miriam looked out over the valleys now full of light and song. A child asked her once, "What made you climb the hill that day?" She smiled and said, "I found something beautiful, too beautiful to keep." The gospel is not just a message. It's a flame. And flames are meant to be shared. Reflection. The beauty of preaching the gospel lies not in eloquent words, but in the truth it carries, the message of redemption, hope, and life through Jesus Christ. When we share it, we don't just inform, we ignite hearts, awaken purpose, and shine light into darkness. Like, share, follow and comment.